Embattled leader of majority Adan Duale has finally got people in his corner. A section of leaders from northern Kenya have come out to show their support for Aden Duale, terming calls for his resignation as misinformed. However, this is not the first time Duale has found himself in a precarious situation. KTN's Catherine Omwanto with the details.
To our colleagues who announced that they know or they are going to expose networks of terrorism, that they are taking too long. They are taking far too long, and we hope that they don't think that Kenyans will forget or that they can take us for a ride. If anything, they should all step aside until they give us the full lists of these people.
A day after a section of leaders from the Jubilee Alliance party called for the resignation of National Assembly's leader of majority Aden Duale, leaders from northern Kenya have come out to throw their weight behind the embattled leader.
The statement by a section of TNA leader, led by one chairman, Honorable Johnston Sakaja, was unfortunate, uncalled for, and irresponsible, and had political overtones with no relation at all to the fight against terrorism.
14 days ago, Aden Duale promised to release the names of suspected terrorists in northern Kenya within 30 days. What angered most Kenyans is that if Duale and other northern Kenya leaders know about the terrorists, why wait 30 days?
Kama alikuwa angejua, si angekuja kusema kabla watu kuwawa. Kwa hivyo mimi ningesema, yeye pia angetake site, angesonga, angeenda nje ya bunge ndio atulete hizo majina.
However, these leaders sought to clarify the situation.
Lists can be generated, and this team had gone round boldly to speak about Al-Shabaab. Boldly and encourage the local communities to bring in lists. And even if we got them, we were not going to share with anyone. You know where the right places to take these lists are.
Aden Duale cannot really be remembered for making much of a political impact while he was under the Coalition for Democracy and Reforms. He seemed a little muffled while he was there. It was only when he moved to the Jubilee Alliance just before the elections that he found his voice, his very asset that seems to be landing him in very sticky situations over the past 2 years.
You know, you are the chairman of a party in or through a boardroom, but I am saying
he has risen to be one of the most powerful politicians, not just in northern Kenya, but the entire country. As the leader of majority in the National Assembly, Duale is considered to be the voice of the executive, or if you like, President Uhuru Kenyatta himself. It goes to show, because when the president blamed the opposition for the attack in Mpeketoni that left at least 48 people dead, he took the president's words to Parliament.
the Speaker, if you lose an election, it is not a must that you must lead. You must lead. Mr. Speaker, you must wait for 2017. You can't massacre our people. You cannot massacre our people. You want to ascend to leadership through the blood of our people.
And when the Pesa Mashinani campaign became a thorn in the government's side,
hii pesa si ya mama yako bwana. Hii pesa si ya baba yako.
But even with his direct message to Al-Shabaab during an interview on BBC Radio, it would seem that Duale has put himself in a precarious situation that only his fellow leaders from northern Kenya are willing to come to his rescue.
If anybody were to resign today, it is not Duale. We need to support him. It is Sakaja who should resign for providing a divisive attitude in our country in this very difficult moment.
Duale has categorically stated that the list of terror sympathizers is not his own and that he is relying on locals from northern Kenya to submit the names, and because of that, he will not step aside. Catherine Omwanto, KTN.